Hello everybody, welcome to your Daily Pop, and I made it down the beach with all my equipment. It was so gorgeous and I was like, I have to take everything and definitely go. I like to come to this particular beach and I like to pick up garbage. Quickly, I'll show you what I see right now because it's pretty awesome. Okay, so this is the beach line right here, and right now it's so sunny and warm that all the seagulls are kind of just hanging out having a time, but it's one of the most beautiful views right here. Like the sun comes right down on the beach right where I'm reading, and then there's also a long expanse that goes over on that side as well. You know, there's like a half a mile down there, but it's so peaceful here in the winter. I mean, it's like 60 degrees, maybe 55, 60 degrees today. It's so amazing. So I'm going to tape maybe a couple pops down here today, so we'll have them. There's nothing like the lighting outside when it's this gorgeous outside anyway. So let's see what came up for us. Quieting the mind. This was me 100% when I woke up. I don't know what's with the energy of today, but I woke up really peaceful because I decided I didn't want the hecticness and the chaos that was ensuing yesterday with all the people coming over. We're having a gas line put in for our new stove, and like there was all these people that had to add new pipes and come in, and you have to wait and meet, and Ian had to come home several times. So I just wanted peaceful, away from all of that, and also to be outside and exercise and move and be in the sun. And it's like windless as well, which is really difficult to get to tape in. So I'm really excited. So quieting the mind can be several different layers of things. It could be simply going in your car and having a coffee down the park, you know, with no children, no work, no anything, but let your mind release all the tension thoughts, anything that has to do with pressing issues, gifts, the holiday kind of rumble. Really let it all go and empty out that mind so it can be receptive of peaceful thoughts, things that are healing and soothing. I'll tell you, my whole interior feels different when I'm outside and I walk. Yesterday, being inside and working inside and having all this kind of kerfuffle going on, my digestion wasn't great. You know, I felt like cramped up. We need to treat our bodies well. We need to stretch, get out, move, and stop. Whether it's like just isolating in one room, it's kind of like that hermit mode. We don't have to even speak to people when we're out, but we should go out and be in nature and be in a different environment to kind of hit the refresh button. That also quiets the mind. But like most people out there, the beach does it 1,000% for me. And then the great and full. What makes you feel great and full? This is kind of like if you could reach your highest potential in something, what would that look like? Are you envisioning that constantly? Are you seeing that? Are you working towards that? Are you feeling that? And let it kind of take flight. For me, it is definitely really good work, really great messages, really great pieces of jewelry, great communication and care for my family. I know today, you know, I'm going to instigate some nice things that'll help Ian. He's really nervous about like the clutter in the kitchen having to be moved for the new appliance coming in and all that. So I want to help him with that. Providing Hagen, you know, with we call each other our comic relief lately because we just come in and we tell each other crazy stories and laugh. That you know, being connected to my family and friends, being able to go out with my best friend the other day, connecting with anybody in my family at any time, that makes me feel great and full. That makes me feel like I have, you know, all the riches that I need. There are times too when I go through a different doorway and I definitely feel like, oh, I need more money for this and that. And, you know, then I'll ask myself my intentionality. Do you really need that, or is it excess? And when I get aligned with that great and full energy as opposed to lack mentality, things happen a lot differently. Now I love the call of the muse, like what is calling to you right now. Constantly we'll have ideas for things, right? That cosmic frisbee, but all the time we're putting it down, we're waiting, we're delaying. But by delaying that, it creates a sense of it's not that important, right? That's why when I get the inkling to go to a certain place, to do a read, to do something, to write something down, you know, to kind of like, I call it mind publish. It means that's done. It's set in stone. I'm doing it. I say out loud too, I'm leaving the house by noon. That means I'm going to be somewhere in nature, taping, doing whatever, or doing some kind of task that I've set my mind to the call of the muse. Nature is that for me. What is it for you? Do you have a funny friend? Do you have a beautiful place? Whatever it is, let it call to you and draw you so you can be your best possible, highest vibrational self when you're there, right? I'm really excited. I'm going to do, I think, maybe 2 or 3 other reads down here because I can't believe the lack of wind down here. It's so wonderful. I did a couple laps up and down. It's the one place, you ever have that place where you can go and walk and it doesn't feel like exercise or it doesn't feel like a hardship? It actually just feels like you never want to leave. That's definitely this place for me. But again, you guys, the number one thing that we're looking for in the season 2 is peace of mind, quieting the mind. How can we do that? Let's go up and we'll have a little peek at our birds while we're doing this. How could that not quiet the mind? How can that not be peaceful and restful? And these birds are so funny. I can walk like within a foot of them and they don't move. They're too sweet. But again, it's like I realize some people live in inner cities and it's hard for them to get to places that are peaceful. There are so many apps on YouTube right now where you can press whatever, sacred forest, whatever, and it'll play really quiet music and it will have like a nature walk in the forest and it can look like you're there. That is really peaceful and calm. I do that sometimes if it's really rainy or snowy or something out. Really nice. You know, I'm looking for my aim for me and my family for just high adaptability. What that means is just being flexible. Whatever comes our way, we're going to handle it. We're not going to be aggravated. We're not going to, be pressurized by it. There's always time for walks. There's always time for that perfect cup of coffee, relaxation, wonderful connections with friends, conversations, things that uplift us. And, really above all this time of year, humor, because people get really ridiculous and it's fun to kind of watch and observe. So that's your Daily Pop, you guys. Love and light.